gamers. So we have a new event that's going to be starting basically today at the time of recording this. It's probably already started by the time you're watching this video. Usually when we get a new event, we like to do a what should you play. Basically, people from my Discord send me lists, replays of different decks that you could play in the event. Some, some of like the better ones you can expect, and some more so just like people flexing their creativity, and we just kind of showcase them to help you brainstorm a little bit, help give you some ideas. All the deck lists in the video are linked in the description. They're a good little way of getting an idea of what to play for the festival. This time around, it's XYZ. Basically Mathmech event, but not really. There's actually a lot of decks that are going to be really, really good. We're going to be looking at a lot of them today, including Mathmech, but there's also like Kash is really going to be strong this event. Spright is really strong as well. It's kind of live twin season, so not a bad time to play Spright. And there's a lot of really strong options, so we're going to be going through a lot of them. Before we do that, though, I will show you, just like a couple of important bands for the event, because there are some notable things that you want to keep in mind while building your deck list. So let's go. Yeah. All right. So the ban list for this event is pretty extensive, actually. These are just some like notable bans that I wanted to talk about. So like the only real important staple that's banned is Maxi. Well, Evenly's actually also banned, so I guess. Yeah, Evenly's also not here. It's banned. So that's another one. But Maxi is like the more important one. Then you have Fossil Dyna, which is just here to represent stun in general, being like extremely, extremely gimped this event. Maybe people figure out a way, but from what I was looking at, like it seemed like almost every staple was banned. Low is here to represent that Voiceless is damn near unplayable in this event. I don't know why, but they banned Wandering Griffin Rider. Can we just have the Adventure Engine in one of these events, please? Like, why, dude? Anyway, whatever. Turbulence is here to represent Rescuays being kind of damn near unplayable. They also removed Preventer. Protoss is banned. Snake Eyes is super gimped, basically a dead deck. That's why I included this. And same for Labyrinth. You don't want to play Labyrinth in this event. It's way too hit. Kali Yuga is banned, but Raid Raptor is still good. I don't think Raid Raptor needs Kali Yuga to be good in this event, so Raid Raptor is still going to be a good pick. I had someone submit it for this video, but I don't think I included it. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be a good pick. You have SP over here, and I mean, SP being banned is a pretty big deal. Every single deck would have run it. This is a very, very good staple card, so pretty big deal that they banned SP. Promethean Princess being banned is interesting. It's going to make Pure Fire King a lot harder to play. My plan actually is to play Pure Fire King because Pure Fire King is pretty much unhit. So like, I think this would be a good consideration for me. However, without Promethean, it looks a little scary. I might still do it. We'll see. And Appaloosa is banned, which is a really big one. Obviously, Appaloosa, the most popular Link monster next to SP probably in the game. Just a really crazy card. So yeah, these are all just kind of like either decks that are completely killed off the list or like random staples that I thought were worth like mentioning. I'm not too mad at this ban list. I think the ban list is pretty good, but I don't want to dwindle on it too much. So yeah, like we're going to go into our first replay. We're going to start with Mathmech. And let's take a look at a Mathmech replay. I mean, you've seen Mathmech a million times, so we're definitely going to fast forward through this one. And I'll let you take a look at the list really quickly after. Keep in mind, all the lists are linked in the description. But yeah, let's just fast forward here. So we're starting off with Firewall, going Linger-Rebo. Trigger Firewall in the grave, go Exceed, Summon, Exceed from the deck, Summon Exceed from the deck. And we're going to go into a Prime Mathmech Alimbertion attached to grab the one of Circular for this event. Circular is going to dump the Sigma Male. Then we're going to go into a Splash Mage, bring back, the summon the Firewall Guardian, trigger the Sigma, summon it, use the effect of Circular, get a search, make a Golem Crystal Heart thing, go into Link Decoder, make a Protect Code Talker. Link Decoder comes back to the field. We're going into a Trans Code Talker. Keep in mind, by the way, Terahertz is banned this event because it is a fusion monster, so you don't get a spell negate off of the Link 5 in this deck. Something to keep in mind. Equation, bringing back our dude here to go into an Update Jammer on turn 1 for some reason, and we make our Crusadia Avramax, bring back the transcode, activate Signet Mining, grab an addition. And what does this extender get us here? It gets us a Neo Tempest that is going to dump a Diameter. We set up our Super Factorial. What does this card do? Okay, if you control a Firewall Link monster, quick effect, you can banish Link monsters from your grave whose combined Link ratings equal exactly 3, special summon this card from your grave. Oh yeah, I remember this card. And also, your opponent cannot target Link 4 or higher monsters you control with card effects. Also, they can't be destroyed by battle. Oh, okay. So we're making Crusadia untargetable, basically, and indestructible by battle. Interesting. Interesting. Doesn't this card? Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. Also, their monsters cannot. Yeah. So, okay, sure. Anyway, so we set up super factorial basically. That's cool. Our opponent's going to go Raigeki. We're going to dump a Dot Scaper, and we're going to protect our dudes with our Firewall Defensor in the grave. Trigger a couple effects in the grave. We can summon out our Protect Code Talker and our Dot Scaper. They're going to go for Talents, grabbing our Dark Fluid. They're going to dump their own IP to the grave to make Dark Fluid huge. Okay, anyway, we're going to go into a Laplation to send our own Dark Fluid to the grave, and one of the cards in their hand as well. And then they just bricked after that and set a card and pass. I thought Mathmech would look a lot better than it's like looking right now. Honestly. Are we sure that we should not be playing? I think maybe we should be playing like a Link Devotee build. Maybe I'm tripping. But it feels like without the fusion to send for the Dark Fluid, you might be better off running that like Link Devotee Wicked line from back in the day, and just passing on like SP and Super Fact and some stuff. You know what I mean? That's just an idea, though. I don't know. You do have a lot of space for hand traps. Let's take a look at the deck list very quickly here. I'm so happy about this new thing they're doing now where you can look at the deck list from the replay screen. So I don't need to take you to Master Duel Meta. There is a Master Duel Meta link in the description for every single deck anyway. But, you know, you can just take a look quickly here. And yeah, I mean, this looks fine to me. This doesn't look like a bad list. I think running 42 to make sure that you include 2 Infra Flyers is interesting. And I think I forgot to do this, so shout out Kinohara, by the way, for sending the replay and the list. EAF had also sent some replays and lists, but I didn't want to remake the lists in Master Duel Meta myself because I'm very tired. So sorry, EAF. Also, don't be worried about the Nibiru's. Tenpai is not a thing in this format, so Nibiru is actually playable, and Appaloosa is not in the format either, so Nibiru is actually good. So running multiple Nibiru is actually really good this event. Just keep that in mind. Anyway, moving on. Okay, and this one here is coming in from Pitasovs, and it is Life Twin Spright. And like I said earlier, it is Life Twin season. Spright has XYZ, it has links. It's a good deck for the event. And Life Twin also is a link deck, right? So we're starting off here with a simple Lila Kiss a Kill combo, summoning out, well, our Extender Frost here, making a gigantic Spright that does get ashed. Okay, so let's see what we do through that Ash Blossom. We're going to fast forward a little bit here. So we're linking away into a Kiss a Kill. I guess we're going to play some... Oh, we're already there, huh? Well, we have Ash, Veiler, and Nibiru, which means we're winning, right? Hey, EAF is here. Oh, he does get a little feature in the video at least. Going for a Sakitama here. Special summon out a dude, go into Alimbertion, detach 2. We're going to Veiler the Alimbertion here. Alimbertion is going to tribute Nibiru for no reason and swing. And we're going to set a super factorial with no names in the grave except 1. But it's okay. We only have Droplet and Nibiru in hand, so it's not like we're doing too good either here. It's not like we're doing amazing. All Mirage. I will say this is pretty reflective of what the event will look like. There's like every hand trap is legal except for Maxia, right? So there's going to be a lot of Veilers, a lot of ashing, a lot of 1-for-1 type hand traps going on in this format, and that's just something you're going to have to deal with, you know. And we're just, yo, are you sending me this replay to spite me, bro? Are we really just doing like top deck wars the whole time? Okay. Bring back Alimbertion, going Droplet into the Alimbertion. Yeah, this Nibiru combo is insane, though. Nibiru control goes crazy. Okay, we drew Lila. We don't even get Lila effect because we control Nibiru, so we... No, stop. Yeah, that's the list. You linked in the description. Thanks for the replay, dude. Hey, while we're at it, EAF, your deck made it. All right, moving on. All right, and Kinohara actually submitted a ton for what should you play this time around, and thank you, Kinohara. I do appreciate it. And Kinohara also submitted a lot of the decks that I think really need to be showcased. So this one here is Scareclaw Kash. historically one of my favorite decks in the history of Master Duel. I love Scareclaw Kash, but I will use this opportunity to say also Kash Tira, just in general, is going to be really solid this event. So, you know, definitely worth a shot just if you're like a Kash Tira fan. But me, I know I was talking about Fire King earlier, but like, I love this deck. I might play this, actually. I love Scareclaw Kash. It's so fun. All right, let's get it. We're going... The Blaster? What the heck does this do? Oh my god, we can't summon in the middle column. That's crazy. Okay, yeah, this guy negates the middle column, which is really funny. So we're going to go to Scareclaw Lightheart. Lightheart, search the Reichphobia. Reichphobia is going to add our Acro. We're going to go for Visa Starfrost, pop the Link summon from the grave. Then we're going to go for Arrival, summon back the Reichheart. We're going to go for Reichheart effect, get a search of a Defanging. Then we're going to go for our field spell effect to pop a card. Now we can go into an IP Masquerena, special summon one of our dudes from the hand, go into Tryhard, target our Astra from the grave, search a Baloney, and now we can summon Balone, summon Acro, summon out this Scareclaw Kash, and we were about to go Defanging. We were just BMing. Honestly, we had this game in the bag. This deck is so good at OTKing, so much gas, so fun. Pretty power crept right now, I would say, although maybe it's actually better in rank than I think. I haven't revisited this deck in ages, but for the event, it's definitely a really good pick. If you have Scareclaws, you should probably give them a spin. I mean, I think this deck is so fun. So yeah, thanks for reminding me. I'm probably gonna play this, actually. Anyway, let's move on. And by moving on, I of course meant let's look at the deck list, which is right here. We're running 2 of each of the extender guys, 3 Reichheart. That seems correct to me. 3 Visa Samsara, which kind of makes sense. I didn't even think of that. I didn't realize that this card was also just like Scareclaw support. I mean, yeah, sure, why not? Another normal summon that becomes your Link 1. But other than that, I think the ratios make a lot of sense. You know, like you have the one Kash, the 1 Fenrir, you have the field spell, you know, 1 copy of Unicorn, the Birth. Like this all adds up pretty nicely. I probably would run 2 Unicorn and maybe like 2 Samsara. Well, I don't know, dude. I haven't played this deck in a while, so like I don't want to say too much. We are playing the 1 of Twin Saw just in case our opponent makes us go first. I don't know if this is necessary in this event. I don't think a lot of people will be playing a going second strategy, but I might be wrong. So who knows? Anyway, now actually moving on. All right, next up here from Stixius, who has also been streaming this deck, I believe. We have Goblin Bikers mixed with Zoodiac. And I mean, yeah, Goblin Bikers, they're pretty recent, they're pretty new. This is an XYZ event also, so makes sense that you would play a real-ass XYZ deck in here. So let's check it out. Let's see how Zoodiac works with the Goblin Bikers. I will say this is not the replay he asked me to pick. He told me to pick a replay with against a guy called JP. Could not find him. But we're starting off by setting up a Trident, going for Goblin Biker, Grand Entrance. We can remove a material from Trident to summon our Doug Charger, and they're going to imperm Doug Charger. Very smart. Very good move from our opponent here. So let's go. We're going into a Chaka 9 detached to summon from the grave. They're going to go for imperm on Chaka 9. This is a disaster. This is a disaster. We're going to go for a Whiptail attached to Chaka 9. Go into Xyz Armor Fortress. That's all you need. Detach 2, grab a full armored Xyz and armored Xyz. So we were not able to go full combo because of the multiple interruptions. However, don't worry. You know, it'll still be fine. We get... Harpy Feather Duster into Imperm into Tenpai, but we have the Veiler. This is easy money. Easy money right now. We're going to go for the Graveyard effect of full armored Xyz to at least, you know, get our equipped destroyed instead of our big guy. And now we get to draw into a Called By. We can go for the Graveyard effect of Goblin Biker spell, and they scoop it up. I would have loved to show the full combo, but I could not find the replay that Stixius told me to use, so... Still pretty cool deck. Let's go check out the list really quickly here. It's right here. Yeah, so his list probably looks different on Master Duel meta because, like, obviously I just picked a random replay that was legal for the event because I couldn't find the one you asked me to pick. Honestly, I don't think I can do this deck justice. You'll just have to, like, I don't know, look up Stixius on Twitch or something. All right, and our next one is coming in from Mazinger. And, oh, by the way, Jesse Cotton, stop leaving me hanging, bro. Dude, we're both from Canada. Like, there's no reason. Like, just follow me back, dude. It's pretty messed up. Anyway, yeah, so Mazinger, always the boss, always providing the sauce, the heat, And this time around, we have something very interesting. I'm going to show you the deck first, actually, just to get you intrigued, because this one is weird. We're talking Evoltile Ogdoadics with a little bit of super heavy samurai, you know, just to make sure that you get into basically your rank 4s. You can use this engine to get into King of the Feral Imps, which can search you a lot of your important starters, you know, like your reptile cards that you might need, whether it be one of these dudes or whether it be like Naja Show, whichever. I mean, I'm really interested to see how this deck works. I have no idea. I know how Dino cards work. I know how some of the evil cards work, but I don't know anything about Ogdoadic, and I don't understand this glue. He did tell me that the end goal is to set up the Zerol crap, you know, things that are annoying. So yeah, let's just see how it goes, dude. Let's check out the combo. And of course, again, the list will be linked in the description. Okay, so if you want to copy this insane list, feel free. Okay, we're starting up. This is awesome. So we're doing the full combo. I'm just assuming here, just knowing Maz, he's about to do a full combo off of Motorbike. That's gonna be Ogdoadic, Evoltile. So let's just see it. So Motorbike, of course. Oh, okay. Well, shifter. Oh shit. So we they. Wait, what? Oh, we just chose to pass? I'm really surprised we didn't called by that shifter. So we're going to fast forward here. They're going to go for Shining Sarcophagus. We are going to ash the Shining Sarcophagus. They're going to summon... Oh my god, dude. Shining Sarcophagus is such a strong deck. This is actually crazy. This is actually broken. They have targeting protection right now. So anyway, we're going to go for Wakaushi. They are going to go for... We're really just not using our called by here, huh? All right. Fossil Dig here. We're going to go for a Evoltile Leos. So let's see the Leos combo. Leos is going to set Evil Singularity. We're going to send to the grave a copy of Miscellaneousaurus. Misk banish itself to summon Archosaur. Archosaur pop. Oh, right. Archosaur can search a reptile. It can search a reptile with the same level. So we search a Noya or Nauya. Not exactly sure how to pronounce this card's name. Also, the artwork is kind of neat. I like it. So yeah, you can send this card from your hand to the grave, and one light reptile monster from your deck to the graveyard. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Send the Curse, and then Curse is going to tribute a monster on our field to special summon itself and special summon Maxi to the opponent's field, and we can trigger our effect to summon out the Nauya from the grave. Nauya on summon is going to get... it searches a spell. We grab the Ogdoadic Daybreak, which allows us to tribute a reptile to summon 2 tokens onto the field. 3 tokens. I meant 4 tokens, obviously. Now we're going to use 2 monsters. We're going to go into a Haggard Lizardos, and we're going to use Haggard Lizardos to banish a card from the grave for some reason, and go into a Cosmic Slicer Zerol. Zerol's going to search the Planet Pollutant Virus, and we can go into Alien Shock Trooper M-Frame, go for the graveyard effect of Daybreak to shuffle back a banished reptile to dump the Mega Corella. Going to beat over our opponent's board real quick. Then we can set 2 cards, and let me guess, this gives everyone a token. Until the end of your opponent's turn after this card's activation, place a counter on each monster they summon. Yeah, and then they go to defense, and neither player can activate their effects. Very cool. So we're going to start off with Evo Singularity, banishing using Mega Corella and Leos. But they are going to called by, so we don't get to do that. Normally, this would have summoned a Lars, basically. That's what this does. It summons Lars, which is 2 Omni Negates, so nothing to scoff at. What? We still get it? I did not... I think this happened to me and I just forgot about it. I think this happened to me in ladder and I forgot about it. So we just get a 1 material Lars instead because we're just busted like that. So we still have an Omni on here. They get a search here with their Shining Sark. They add the big boy, Gandora G. I'm going to summon out the Gandora G, which is then going to be affected by our Planet Pollutant Virus. We pop their field, and before they ever summon anything to get locked by Zerol, they're just going to scoop it up. Yo, Zerol is kind of a nasty card. Can I just... This just takes 2+ reptiles. It's just a Link 3 that takes 2+ reptiles. Damn. All right, the Joshua Schmidt fans will rejoice with this one. I am going to include Paleozoic in a Master Duel Central video today. I'm feeling generous. So we're going to include Paleozoic in the video. This is from Kinohara playing against Yubel. And they're just passing on a Phantom. We're going to go for a Pot of Desires, banishing 10 cards, drawing 2. Going to activate a Tantalizing Tune. Summon a Soldier Dragon, set 5 mysterious cards face down. We're going to go for Dino Miscus on the Phantom of Yubel. They're going to chain Maxi and activate Squirmer, and we're going to go for Destructive Daruma Cannon, and then we get to chain our Olenoids in the grave. That's awesome. That's awesome. Summon Olenoids. Everything gets flipped face down. Then we can go for Leancolia to shuffle back, well, put back into the grave one of our traps. And then Leancolia goes to the graveyard. They're going to go for a Nightmare Throne. We're going to go for Waboku. Then we're going to go for Trap Trick and set up a Canadia. And then we're going to activate Canadia and flip down their Lotus. Then we get the graveyard effect of our Shuffler. Shuffle back a couple of cards that we want back in the deck. And now we draw into... I've never seen this card before. Vivid Tail. So we're going to go Soldier Dragon. We use the graveyard effect of Tantalizing Tune. Go into an Opabinia, which allows us to search Olenoids. Olenoids activate, and they're going to just scoop it up. Shortest Paleozoic game of all time. That's a record. Thank you, Kinohara. Yes, the list is in the description for the 3 people that want to play this. Rollback. Is Rollback banned? Nice. That's why you're running Jar of Avarice? Oh, yeah. It's totally banned. Man, I should have added this at the start of the video. So anyway, hey, Rollback is also banned. Moving on. Okay, let's do Dragon Link. This is a mix of Red Eyes and Dragon Link because usually Dragon Link would summon some Synchros, but we don't have those. So we can make some Red Eyes XCs. At least that's my understanding. But yeah, this is coming in from Fusion Matrix. And man, I love talking about these cards. We don't talk about them very often anymore. So let's go. We got Striker Dragon, chain blocking our Black Metal Dragon. And now we're going to go for Nocto Vision in response to Gamma over here. So that's pretty good. Summon the Nocto Vision. They're going to get to negate and pop our Striker. We're going to get to grab a Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Summon out the Wyver Burster by banishing the Black Metal Dragon. Go into a Romulus. Romulus is going to trigger. Then we trigger our 2 effects in the grave. We can go for Wyver Burster, search Collapse Serpent, and search a Rocket Tracer. We go and special summon the Collapse Serpent. Activate the Ravine. Ravine discard Saferd. Send the Absorouter to the grave. We get to grab a Rocket Caliber. Then we're going to go into a Guard Dragon Pisty. And we're going to trigger our Romulus to special from hand one of our cards. We go into a Striker Dragon. We have 2 monsters pointing to the same zone. We can bring back our Black Metal Dragon. Go into a Boral End Dragon and go for Black Metal. Add the Red Eyes Black Meteor. Send the regular Red Eyes to the grave to make a Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. Bring back Red Eyes Black Dragon from the graveyard yet again. And then we can go for Boral End Effect. Oh! Boral End Effect, negate. Summon another level 7 from the grave. Make 2 flares? That's pretty badass. Dude, you're passing on Boral End 2 flares? Like, tell me that's not... Like, come on. That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick, dude. All right, cool. Yeah, of course, you got to scoop to that. You gotta put some respect on that. That's badass. Shout out Fusion Matrix. We'll look at the list really quick here. He did mention that the list changed, and I'm sure a lot of these lists actually that I'm showing you in game have changed. So if you are interested in copying any of these decks, I really do recommend checking out the Master Duel meta link, because those links in the description will probably be the more, I guess, like optimized version of whatever these players were testing when they were collecting replays for the What Should You Play, right? All right, now we showcase a lot of cool decks in this video, and this is going to be the last one. I like to keep a little, you know, we keep a Moz replay for the end usually. Moz just usually has the best replays, so we keep a Moz deck for the end usually. This one is Battling Boxer mixed with Springans and Super Heavy Samurai as a rank 4 engine. This is a really good rank 4 engine, by the way. I highly recommend it if your deck can get started off of just a rank 4. This doesn't use your normal summon. Wakaushi will net you a rank 4 very easily. So, like, for instance, here we get into Merrymaker and we... Well, I'll be damned. All right. So we get Impermed here. Now we're going to go into a Gigantic Champion Sargus. We still get to keep playing. That's crazy. Tally-Ho Spriggans. Detach some materials. They're going to go for Maxi. This is not going to happen in the event because Maxi will not be legal, so don't even worry about that. But we did have Ash at least. So I'll bring back Rocky, bring back Merrymaker, summon out the Astrotopia, search our Zexal Field, make Battlin, Boxer, King, Dempshi, and we're going to go into a Zexal... What is this? Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of your cards and effects that target an Xyz monster you control. During your draw phase, before you draw, you can place 1 Shining Draw from your deck on top of your deck. If an Xyz monster is special summoned to your field, you can target one of those monsters, attach 1 Xyz monster from your extra deck or graveyard to that monster as material. Interesting. So obviously we have the counter trap and we have the Sargus bounce by removing a material from Dempsey, which we can use Dempsey's effect anytime. So like this is a really good kind of thing to have on board, you know. This is bounce or destroy, right? You can target a card on the field, either destroy it or return it to the hand. Yeah, so Sargus will basically be able to pop or bounce anything we want because of King Dempsey's effect, and we have our counter trap, which is, I think, a monster negate counter trap, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, a monster negate counter trap, not an omni negate. So our opponent is going to go for a Magnamut here, searching what? Searching a Tenpai card. They gotta search Genroku here. I don't know why they didn't. Anyway, they're gonna go for Dora the Explorer, and they're gonna summon out the Genroku. Genroku is gonna trigger and summon out the Pydra. Pydra is gonna set up the field spell. We're gonna go for King Dempsey Detachment Shield, and we're gonna go for Dempsey effect to pop the field spell. They're gonna go for a Chundra. We're gonna negate the Chundra by popping our own King Dempsey, at which point we get to summon out our Battlin Kaiser. Very cool. Doesn't do very much, but it looks cool. And yeah, we Dempsey rolled our way to victory against one of the best decks, if not the best deck of the format, Tenpai. That just goes to show that Battlin boxers are truly underrated. So here's the list. I think Springans in general actually are going to be really, really strong. I don't think Battlin boxers are going to be really strong. I just think they're very, very cool. But I do think Springans are going to be great this event. I didn't show like a pure Springans list, but I think we showed like 2 decks that use them, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely don't sleep on this one. And if you have the cards, I mean, give it a spin. They're actually really, really good cards. They're not super expensive either. Merrymaker is an SR. You do want the ship and the Sargus. A lot of people already have Sargus because it's like kind of a almost staple in a lot of scenarios. So like you basically just need 1 UR. I think the main deck has 0 URs for Springans. I think I'm correct there. I don't think they have a single UR in the main. So yeah, pretty nice budget deck if you think about it. Oh, and let me not forget to mention, huge shout out to everyone in the Discord that sends these lists. Like, these videos would not be possible without the community we have in Master Duel Central Discord. And it is really cool. Like, this is definitely one of my favorite things to do with the channel, is doing these what should you plays. They're a lot of fun to do. I really wish I could include more lists, but at a certain point it just gets to be a bit too much. Like, we have 9 lists in this video, and I already think 9 is a lot. I think the video won't be too crazy long because honestly I'm saving a lot of time by not having to go to Master Duel meta. So maybe next time I'll include more lists. We'll see. Let me know in the comments, actually, would you guys like to see more lists when we do what should you play? Because like, I find the videos already have a lot of them. Just let me know in the comments. I'm very curious. Anyway, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoy the event. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot more fun than ladder can be sometimes. You know, these festivals, they're not serious. You can play whatever you want. You don't have to play the best deck of the festival. You can just play a cool deck and you'll probably be doing fine. So don't worry about it too much. And yeah, all right, guys, I'm out.